Hi, good morning. So, a couple things before I start. I have blue nails today, and my daughter painted them, so wow. Another thing is, my mother-in-law was Miss Jean from Romper Room. Yeah, and if you're old enough to remember that show, she, was Miss Jean, and she would say, "Hello, Johnny. Hello, Petey." She would call out to the kids in the audience, and if you were watching, you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, is she going to say my name?" And I wanted to give a little Miss Jean call out to my friend Allison, who's been watching. Hello, Allison. And if you want your name called out, you can put it in the comments below, and I will call out your name tomorrow. We didn't get to do that with Miss Jean. You just got to wait around to see if she would remember your name. Anyhow, today is lesson 9 with A Course in Miracles. And if you don't know about A Course in Miracles, if this is your first time approaching what the heck is A Course in Miracles, this is what it is. A Course in Miracles, this is my book. I am what it says I am, and I can do what it says I can do. And what it says I am and what it says you are is that we are innocent. That we are innocent children of God. That we are perfectly, beautifully innocent. And that's the truth and the whole truth. If you get nothing else, get that. Get it as much as you can. Okay, I wanted to go into a little bit of, because of lesson 9, it tells us that that we don't need to understand, that we just need to practice. We don't need to understand, we just need to practice, okay? And we want to, because the ego is going to kick in on this lesson. The lesson says, "I see nothing as it is now." The ego's like, what? What do you mean you see nothing as it is now? That's absurd. How am I supposed to wrap my brain around that? So I just want to reiterate the beginning suggestions for doing these lessons, which is that we just need to practice them. We don't need to understand them. Some of them will be hard to believe. Some of them will be quite startling. It doesn't matter. We just are asked to apply the lesson, and that we're not asked to judge them at all. And your use of them and your application of them will show you their meaning. And so that's what we have to get to. We just have to apply it so that we can be shown its meaning. And drop all of my preconceptions, that are based on ideas that I think I know, and relinquish all of my knowing and just come open-minded to the lessons today. My ego wants to know everything, but it doesn't want to learn. So that's not going to work. It's kind of like the 12 steps. The 12 steps used to say contempt prior to investigation is negligence. And it's like my dad used to say, don't knock it till you try it. And so today we're going to try it with lesson 9. So lesson 9, I see nothing as it is now. This idea obviously follows from the 2 preceding ones, but while you may be able to accept it intellectually, it's unlikely that it will mean anything to you as yet. However, understanding is not necessary at this point. So understanding is not necessary at this point. In fact, the recognition that you do not understand is a prerequisite for undoing your false ideas. So that's the good news. We don't have to understand. These exercises are concerned with practice. Practice makes perfect, and perfect means including everything. So these exercises are concerned with practice, not with understanding. You do not need to practice what you already understand. It would indeed be circular to aim at understanding and assume that you already have it. It would indeed be circular to aim at understanding and assume that you already have it. It is difficult for the untrained mind to believe that what it seems to picture is not there. This idea can be quite disturbing and may be met with active resistance in any number of forms. Yet that does not preclude applying it. Okay, so even if it's met with resistance, just apply it. Each small step will clear a little of the darkness away and understanding will finally come to light in every corner of the mind that has been cleared of the debris that had darkened it. So each small step will clear a little of the darkness away, and understanding will finally come to light in every corner of the mind that had been cleared of the debris that had darkened it. That's the good news. That's a promise. These exercises, for which 3 or 4 practice periods are sufficient, involve looking about you and applying the idea for today to whatever you see. Remember the need for its indiscriminate application and the essential rule of excluding nothing. For example, I do not see this typewriter as it is now. I do not see this telephone as it is now. I do not see this arm as it is now. Begin with things that are nearest to you and then extend the range outward. I do not see that coat rack as it is now. I do not see that door as it is now. I do not see that face as it is now. It is emphasized again that while complete inclusion should not be attempted, because you can't apply this to everything, you go crazy just trying to apply it to everything, specific exclusion should be avoided. So you can apply everything, but you shouldn't exclude anything. Be sure that you are honest with yourself in making this distinction. You may be tempted to obscure it. So this lesson is just basically helping us to include everything to these lessons so that we can really clear away these ideas that no longer serve us, and so that we can be in the light and the love of God. It's the good news today. So again, if you want to leave your name in the comments, I will say hello to you tomorrow.
It's not that unusual,
because we're supposed to have fun while we're here.
Everything is beautiful.
God bless.
It's just an